technician. And look at this beast. Calls himself the Reject, Bison Braddock.
Always a pleasure to see Bison Braddock. Brings great intensity to this ring. One of my sleeper favorites on our roster, I shall say.
He's got a very bright future here at Best of the West. And lest I'm mistaken, AGB, you have set up yet another debut here.
That I have.
Here comes Max McManus.
The British invader, Max McManus, a mat technician at a level I don't know we've rightfully seen here at Best of the West.
He looks extremely focused.
Precisely why I put together this match. It's a contest between two extremely focused, extremely determined, extremely intense individuals.
We just heard him shout the praises of his homeland, England. Is he missing a tooth? Did I see that correctly, that he's missing one of his front teeth?
His homeland's not known for dentistry. We don't need to rely on it. It's been done to death, frankly.
I wasn't going to say anything. You had to say something.
You pointed it out. In any case,
I wouldn't be surprised if that was knocked out in a fight.
That's what I was going to say. If anything, it's indicative of the rough nature of Max McManus and his rough and tumble wrestling capabilities.
For the minute, you people are doing a great job.
Max McManus appreciating this respectful, quiet aura.
Bison Braddock.
Staring down McManus seems potentially unsure how best to start with this new variable.
Well, I don't know how much heads up you gave Bison that he was going to be wrestling somebody who has never stepped foot in a Best of the West ring before.
McManus immediately maneuvering to the ropes.
McManus recently appearing on Impact Wrestling when they came to Northern California a couple months ago. It's when I first crossed paths with this competitor. Had an excellent showing then. Haven't seen him since. We'll see if he's been able to sharpen and hone his skills here in the squared circle. I understand he's spending an extended period of time here in the United States.
This is correct.
Seeking out the greatest competition the USA has to offer, and he's in there with one of the brightest young prospects.
Look at that.
Bison Braddock, but look at that innovative maneuver using the ring as a weapon, and just like that, finds himself in control.
Not just using the ring as a weapon, not just clubbing down on him with these blows, but did you see how he went to the ropes earlier? It was to plant the idea in Bison Braddock's mind. He virtually incepted Bison Braddock.
Ducks a clothesline. There's a quick roll-up. One, and barely a 2 count, says referee DC Brown. Has him around the throat, clearly illegal.
Bison Braddock, a power wrestler, able to break free and smash him with that clothesline.
Braddock sends him to the other side, and another clubbing clothesline in the corner.
McManus has stated that his goal here in the United States is to prove the superiority and versatility of the British style. Right now, all he's proving is that his face can eat a lot of turnbuckles.
Yeah. He is just tenderizing that turnbuckle with the top of his brow.
McManus staggers to the floor, understandably cover.
1, 2, and only a 2 count.
Max McManus, however, has taken quite a bit of offense. Those repeated blows, checking his mouth, maybe worried he's lost another tooth.
He says he's going to get in there when he's ready. He's got a 10 count to work with, and he might want to think about using every bit of it. Oh, and Bison in pursuit. Telegraph that right hand. Bison answers with one of his own. Oh, and using the rope.
I believe that rope hit the inner thigh of Bison Braddock. And now McManus can go to work at that methodical pace the British are known for.
Forearm right to the face.
Cravat applied.
Snapmare to the center of the ring. McManus. Elbow right to the kidneys. And look at the face of Bison Braddock, just wrenched in pain, and there's two and only two.
You see the extension. I believe there was a European uppercut. He was practically in a handstand on Bison's shoulders, driving that all downward into the neck of Braddock.
Setting up Bison for, look at him. Unique take on the body slam right there. McManus, jumping leg drop right across the throat into the cover. There's two and another 2 count.
Unique, notice the small differences. When McManus does a leg drop, it's the heel of his boot going across the throat. Putting some additional weight and impact into the throat of Braddock, and now he's got him with this arm hold.
Bison a little further away from the ropes than he'd like to be right now.
Torquing both the shoulder and the neck of Braddock.
Trying to power his way up. As chants of USA break out in the Civic Center here in Hanford.
Bison Braddock manages to break free.
Oh! And just caught him with an elbow right in the face. There's another count, and again only 2.
And I'm not sure what got the worst of it, the face with the elbow or the back of the head against the canvas. A very nasty fall there for Braddock.
And yet, McManus staying in control, going for the power bomb, or maybe a pile driver here. A couple strikes to the back again, going back to the kidneys.
Strikes.
And a backdrop takes McManus down.
That's the power of Braddock. It's hard to count him out. McManus will need to come up with a new strategy here.
A boot right to the face. Losing teeth by the second. Lariat takes down McManus.
Did you hear that?
How could you not hear it? There's a drop kick that takes down Max.
McManus looks staggered.
Beautiful neck breaker. He got all the way up, but he can't capitalize with a cover. But there's a nip up.
There's a nip up, but I think you might have been right. The cover might have been more prudent in this case. He had him with that neck breaker, now calling him back up to deal more damage.
Caught with a forearm is...
And a throat thrust.
Bison Braddock.
Back to the throat from earlier.
Are you looking for a good fight? Check out the Fight pay-per-view schedule.
Boot to the face, caught him charging in. Underneath. Wheels him around. What is he setting up here? Dumped him right on his head.
Unique Saito suplex.
Into the cover. And this one's over. Bison Braddock victorious.
For an impressive debut from McManus.